Imagine sailing across the ocean to visit your family, only to discover that every single person has vanished.
No bodies, no signs of battle, no message explaining what happened. Just one mysterious word carved into a tree.
That word was CROATOAN. More than 400 years later, historians and archaeologists still cannot agree on what really happened to the lost colony of Roanoke. The story began in 1587, when more than 100 English settlers sailed across the Atlantic, hoping to build a new life in a strange and unexplored land.
They arrived on a remote island off the eastern coast of North America, believing this quiet place would become the beginning of a new future. But as the weeks passed, life became more difficult. Food and essential supplies began to run low, and the small community faced an uncertain future. With supplies running low, the community's leader made a difficult decision. He would sail back across the Atlantic to gather help and return as quickly as possible. As their leader sailed away, the people of the small settlement were left to wait, trusting that help would soon return from across the ocean. But the journey back would not be easy. Storms, dangerous seas, and unexpected events would keep the ship away far longer than anyone had imagined. Months turned into years. When the long journey was finally over, the expedition returned to the island, expecting to find the small community waiting.
But when they finally arrived, something was terribly wrong. The entire settlement was silent, and not a single person could be found.
The homes were still standing. Everyday belongings remained behind, yet there were no signs of where the people had gone, or why they had left.
Then, just as hope was beginning to fade, they noticed something unusual. A single message had been left behind, carved into the trunk of an old tree.
There was only one clue, a strange carving left on the tree. It seemed to point toward a nearby place known as CROATOAN, but what it really meant remains a mystery. One possibility is that the missing community didn't disappear at all. Some historians believe they may have joined a nearby local community and started a completely new life. Over time, they may have adapted to their new surroundings, sharing knowledge, learning local traditions, and slowly becoming part of a different way of life. Centuries later, archaeologists are still uncovering small clues. Ancient pottery, old tools, and forgotten objects suggest that the story... But not everyone agrees with that theory. Some researchers believe the truth may be hidden somewhere deep within the forest surrounding the old settlement. One theory suggests that the missing people may have left the settlement and traveled deeper into the surrounding wilderness, searching for a safer place to live. But if they really left, where did they go? No records, no clear trail, and no final message have ever revealed where their journey may have ended.
Another possibility is that the community simply moved to a different location. Some historians believe they may have traveled inland, hoping to build a new beginning far from the coast.
Perhaps they chose to leave the island behind, traveling into the wilderness in search of a safer place and a chance to begin again.
Every new discovery adds another piece to the puzzle. But instead of providing answers, these forgotten objects often create even more questions.
Even after more than 4 centuries, the landscape remains. But whatever happened to the people who once lived here is still hidden somewhere.
Perhaps the only clue they ever left behind was this mysterious carving, a silent message that has puzzled historians and explorers for more than 400 years. So which explanation comes closest to the truth? A new beginning in another land, a journey into the wilderness, or a secret that history has simply forgotten?
Maybe the answer is still out there, hidden somewhere beneath these forests, waiting for someone to uncover the final piece of the puzzle.
More than 4 centuries have passed. The mystery of the lost colony continues to captivate historians, explorers, and dreamers around the world. Generations have searched for answers, but the fate of the missing community remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries.
So what do you think really happened? Did they find a new beginning, or did they vanish forever? Share your theory in the comments, and subscribe to Nova Pulse for more forgotten mysteries.
Some mysteries are never solved. They simply wait for the next generation to uncover the truth. Until then, keep questioning, and we'll see you in the next story. Every mystery leaves behind a question, and every question begins a new journey. This is Nova Pulse.